Hey guys, it's me. Obviously, I'm still alive, and a lot of you have been asking for an update video, so I'm going to show you guys a few clips that I've had, some that I'm behind on, and I'm going to show you the envelope that I found, what was inside it, some things that have been happening. And that's about it. I'm going to explain while I do this because I don't feel like sitting here and having you watch me talk for 10 minutes. So here we go. Where to start? I'm actually not sure what happened. I mean, what you saw in that last video, the photos, the Twitter messages, everything got way too weird, way too quick for me. I was heading to the coordinates near Altoona. That's where those woods and that waterfall area were. It seemed harmless enough, and most of the trees were tall and thin, so I thought I could see everything fairly clearly. Guess I wasn't expecting someone to actually be following me. The thought still seems stupid. I mean, why me? What do I have to do with any of this? Anyway. Based on that video, and the pain in my head I woke back up in the woods with, I'm guessing that person seen at the end of the video hit me with a rock. What happened next, though? I don't even know if or why I should tell anyone. It's not possible what happened, put it that way. I think I was not here. I mean, they took me to... I don't even know what I mean anymore. I guess it's not important. What matters is they did take me. By they, I mean those people in the mask. They signed the note I found in the fire tower envelope as S&C, just like their Twitter post. I'm not really sure what S&C means yet, but I know there are at least 2 of them. I also know when I got back to my car, time had not passed as quickly where they had taken me as it had in the real world. I'm not sure how else to explain it. I couldn't have been gone for more than a few hours, though. Where I was dark. There were many hallways they took me down, and from what I could see from underneath the makeshift blindfold they put on me, the walls were black. Who paints a building's walls black anyway? The room we ended up in was composed of a cement floor and sand-colored stone. It was a pretty old room. I'm assuming the room they posted that damn photo of me from. I'm going to refer to them as males, the people in the mask, but in all actuality, I never saw their faces. When they sat me down and took off the blindfold, the 2 people in front of me still had masks on. Only one of them spoke, a smaller one, and his voice was sarcastic and to the point. He told me many details about my life, even some I'd never told anyone. I guess to get my attention, or show some unseen ability of power. But then he spoke of things that made even less sense. Ancient stairs in the woods, great and powerful forces, his guardian, and even mentioned ashen walls their guardian built to house others able to travel across dimensions. I kid you not. Honestly, I know how that sounds, but hey, some of you asked to know what happened when I was taken, so why the hell not, right? The last thing I remember, before the smell of what I'm guessing was chloroform filled my senses, and I lost consciousness, was that their masks were terrible. One looked like a broken baby doll, and the other one looked sort of like the one in that video. I don't know. I woke back up where I was right before I was hit with the rock. Only no one was around. Not those guys, not that Slenderman thing, no one but me. And over 8 days had passed. It's just not possible. I was only with him for a few hours. It doesn't even make any sense. Anyway, the envelope I found in the video they posted contained nothing except the letter I posted photos of on Twitter. Do not test us, we see you. That's what the typoed letters spelled out. Obviously just more of their taunts and games. These events weren't going to stop me from living my life as I had been before all of this started. And so just as every week before this nonsense, I went for a hike in Cook's Forest. The views there were beautiful, and I wanted to see the fire tower again. When I reached the coordinates of a marked geocache, however, I noticed one of those goddamn envelopes. I didn't have to guess it was them. It had the same blue tape as all of the others. I don't even question how they knew I was there. It's obvious they've been watching me pretty damn closely. I also found a note from those guys inside the geocache's notebook. How quaint. Inside the envelope, though, there were 2 more puzzle pieces with coordinates, one marking where I had found the envelope, and one marking the next location I'm supposed to head to. It also contained a drawing covered in blue tape. I thought about just leaving it all there and walking away, but the drawing bothered me. It's a drawing of what seems to be a spiral staircase, but the walls are that same black color I saw when those guys took me. Also the same black-colored walls that are talked about in House of Leaves, and even quote-unquote Asian walls of one of the proxies mentioned. Maybe it's all in my head, but these coincidences involving that book are starting to make me sick to my stomach. I want to thank you guys who have taken an interest in my well-being. It means a lot to me. A lot of you have helped me with all of these shitty clues and these confusing riddles. And to a person who's been alone for a while, it's nice to know at least someone would notice if I disappeared for good. I'll update you guys as soon as I get to those new coordinates. It may be a while, however. I'm moving. Until then, see you guys around.